we do still have limit-breaking music ahead, so I kind of want to move through this next part as quickly as possible. So,
all right. So basically, there's two things that we're gonna talk about here, and they're the little snippets that sort of accompanied the Legend Returns announcement on the site and the Return to Evilus announcement. So. This is what it said for our return to Evilus. This is the first sort of glimpse we've gotten into how it's going to sort of start out. It says, this morning, residents of Kogan awoke to find above their city an airship unlike any ever seen. Yet, while of Garlean design, the vessel distinctly lacked the bleak outfitting common in the Empire's war machina. No, this was the Prima Vista, private stage for the Majestic Imperial Theater Company, a troupe having won acclaim across Garlemald for their timeless work, The Zodiac Brave Story, which begets the question, why are they here? The answer to that question and more lies in the self-same legend of which they sing, the Legend of Ivalice.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay, so
this upset me.
Does Final Fantasy IX aside, does this sound like we're going to go into Ivalice, the big mystical place in the sky?
musical.
Like, we're going to, like, the Wandering Minstrel type fights?
Yes.
Like, are we not going to go to Ivalice, that's a place on Hydaelyn?
right.
Or
I know, I
the
feel like
shards?
That very much does seem like what is
Does
happening.
anyone
that way,
like
but-
this idea
No,
at
I think it's
all?
fucking
No.
terrible.
It's dumb. But I would agree that it doesn't sound like we're going there, but didn't they also say this was going to be canon to Ivalice lore as well? So I feel like that
Yes, but if you...
that we have to go there at some point, or if it's just a story, it's not canon to Ivalice at all.
Based on what they just said, it's a legend, basically just like Omega's FF5 stuff is. So I think
Right.
that's where the canon comes from. But I think you're right. I think this is essentially the same thing that happened with Omega, whereas Omega put us into a digital space.
Right.
Now we're just going to go into like an improv space, right?
But this seems like it's
I don't know.
This seems like it's a big theme amongst this expansion, right?
Doing
Like-
stuff that doesn't matter?
everywhere.
Yes,
That has
yeah.
no bearing whatsoever on the fucking world?
Everything's
pretty
made
much.
up and your choices don't matter.
Pretty much. Well, because, I mean, and I feel like it was started a little bit with Alexander, because Alexander was literally bubbled off into its own thing, and now it's just degenerated into,
Make-believe?
yeah, dreamscapes and fucking legends.
Daydreams.
That's why I'm hoping that there's actually some more background lore to where this theater company came from. If this company came from Ivalice, they are telling the story of Ivalice here, and then they actually will like somehow wrap us into their story and then bring us back to Ivalice with them. I might be okay with that.
See, here's what I would assume is that the story that is being told is from Ivalice, and is that story that we're being told as characters in the narrative of FF14, that is canonically added to the world of Ivalice. But what we end up doing as players for combat is a recreation of that story. So it holds up that it would be canonically addable to the world of Ivalice, because it's just a story, and that our participation in it is minimized so that it, there's definitely a firewall between those two things. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also a little confused by the fact that they had to bring up that this company has also done a story called the Zodiac Braves across Garlemald. So are we not going to get that story? Like, do they know some lore about the Zodiac Braves that we don't? Are we not ever going to get to learn that?
Well,
Because
I mean,
now
we
it
got-
sounds like their new show,
we got-
The Legend of Ivalice.
I mean, we've got some of it. Like, we got.
Yeah, but
you know.
I mean, we know that all the original relic holders are in where they got the Zodiacs from and stuff. We know a little bit about it based on the relics, but we didn't really know much about Ivan Curlfist until we got the Temple of the Fist dungeon at the last patch. There's so much more about each of the original relic holders we don't know.
Right.
And I'm curious if the Zodiac Brave story is literally just a made-up story that they told just to make Garleans laugh and clap, or if they actually know some lore, and are we ever going to learn that, or is that no, that was their past story, we're just teasing you by saying it's called the Zodiac Brave story, and now they're going to sing you The Legend of Ivalice, the musical.
I don't know. I don't know.
ugh.
But I think, honestly, I do think that if that's the narrative device that they're using, it's a bad one. It's a really, really, really bad one. And I think anyone who is really looking forward to Return to Ivalice is going to be slightly disappointed by that.
Unless every single background song is like a Broadway musical version of something that's already in this game, I will eat it up.
No, it's not, that's not.
But I am a huge musical geek. But
So-
no, I don't think it'll be like that either.
So we got a couple of visual previews here, and this is over at the patch 4.1 site that they recently updated. I have to say, I will say this: fucking Rabbanastre looks great. Oh my god, that looks so fucking cool. Just that screenshot right there. I wish
It's gonna be so exciting when we can actually go there and walk around.
see.
It's just a backdrop, guys.
But here's the problem: is that if it is one of these, like, just a legend destination where it's not an actual place on the map, this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about that I did not want. Is I want a place to go to that's a part of the world. And now all of this development time has been spent recreating what is a very intricate Rabbanastre right there. I've had all that dev time devoted to that, and it's not even in the fucking game. Like, it's not an actual place in the fucking game.
People only do it for 4 weeks, maybe 6, depending on their drop with Glamour.
Well, we've got the roulette now too.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
I mean, actually, I'm actually glad they're adding that. Like, that will definitely help cycle that content around. But still, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff that should have been around in 2.0.
It's like I really hope that everything we're saying right now is absolutely wrong. Like,
We
with
always
every
hope
fiber,
that.
With every fiber of my being, I hope this is.
But
not
they
what it is.
It
never
never
let
is.
us down.
It
I
never
mean, they
is.
always let us down. Yeah. All right, so and when it comes to the MSQ, this is the snippet we got. It says, the liberation of Alamigo signals the end of an era of tyranny. Here, on the cusp of a new age of freedom, her people must decide how they will greet their future and reconcile with their past. What path lies ahead for Lise and her efforts to rebuild the nation? What choices plague Fordola from within her prison cell? And to where will Raoban return now that the dream for his homeland has at last become a reality? By
he's
the
the
way,
legend.
I'm putting my money on Raoban being
Yeah.
the legend.
Raoban's
yeah.
a legend. He's
Oh, yeah.
returning to Alamigo. Dun dun dun.
Of course. Yeah.
The end.
Yep. And honestly,
they just gave it away.
I think that our MSQ going forward now is basically going to be dealing with civil unrest. There was actually a line that I remember specifically. I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure it's after you've beaten everything, where someone says something along the lines of, "We need to decide what kind of government do people want to put in place." I think we're going to be dealing with like rebellions and in-faction fighting and crap like that.
Yeah. This is
Why do we care about that shit?
We don't.
We just fucking liberated it for
Yeah,
for
now we just
no
leave it up to
reason
them.
at
I don't
all.
know.
And now we gotta.
That's not how the world works. Think about all the in like United States. We liberated a country. We stay there until they get some form of government, can run themselves, then we leave. Like that's how it
Oh,
works.
really?
When
Do
you,
we
when
leave?
you- I mean, that's how you basically. If you're just gonna invade a country, take down its leadership, and then leave. That's the biggest jackass thing.
That's Lisa's job. That's why she fucking quit the
I mean,
Scions.
that's true. She did leave
Here's what
from
I
us
think.
because she has our perspective and can also now help them. But
I say
It's
we
gonna-
go back to the Syndicate, right? We talk to Lolo Rito or Poplimo or whoever the guy who is still alive is, right?
Leggy?
Yeah, sure, whatever. And we set up the SIA, the Syndicate Information Agency, and then we just control Alamigo as a shadow government.
I mean, that's actually pretty close to, what happens.
Real life.
yeah, I mean, that's a little more realistic. There,
A little too real there, guys. Sorry.
Is that
The science of America?
Oh gosh. Okay. I didn't mean to take this discussion in that direction, but I mean,
is this satire in an FF14 show? Because I don't think I like satire in an FF14 show.
A little too real.
Yeah, that's
All right. Yeah.
I'm so underwhelmed by everything that we've gotten for
Everything.
4.1.
Just everything.
Yeah,
like,
I think the only thing that I'm even remotely interested in, Fordola should still have her crazy powers, right? Like
the
we
fake
didn't.
echo she was shoved into.
Like we didn't take that away from her. We just kind of like temporarily
Sealed it?
with that
we
thing.
see it, yeah, it's just blocked. I don't think it's
Yeah.
gone.
So I mean, obviously, wherever we have her imprisoned, I would assume we have some type of dampening device up. But she could, allegedly like break out and cause some crazy havoc, right?
No. Okay, she just said what choices plague Fordola in her prison cell. She's gonna fucking turn heel. Turn. turn
for
to be
Dola,
good
you-
now.
Ugh.
See, but I don't know if
No.
we'll
Yes.
and
you know what? No,
definitely
no,
know
and here's-
she has feelings, though. Like, you know that she's not pure evil. You know, like, she hesitated before she blew up her own people. She's just too far gone on her own.
No,
path.
stop
that's the
being-
thing. We're gonna completely forget that she murdered her own unit. We're gonna forget that, and she's gonna become one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Chuckstradamus prediction. Hashtag it.
She's replacing Lise.
We're also not fucking gonna forget about Gosetsu and Yutsuya. They're not coming until fucking 4.3, 4.4 because they are the fucking Warriors of Darkness. We're gonna get teases of them throughout the entire expansion.
Oh, same thing with Ida and
Jesus.
Papalima. We see them after the credits, and we didn't see them for like 3 more patches.
Yeah.
They'll take us into Garlemald, Yetsuyu, and Gosetsu, I
Yep.
think.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh my
Yeah, Gosetsu's gonna use her to like get back into Garlemald and
History fucking
something.
repeats itself.
Juxtadamus has spoken. So spake just Juxtadamus.
Thunder rolls.
I mean, oh my god, I have so many fucking concerns right now. I have so many fucking concerns.
Turban says that they're gonna come back with Gosetsu, and Yasuyu is gonna come back with a little baby. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Like he was shot
That
and
would just
she
be
was
a
like
hate
crushed.
fuck, though,
If they
at that
can't
point.
fuck,
And they hate
they would
each other.
kill each other.
Well, she's unconscious, so that's kind of a
I guess
no,
that makes it
Gosetsu's
no.
not a rapist. Stop.
Gosetsu
No,
was
no.
shot.
kind of a dark implication there.
Look,
I didn't make the
He's
implication.
a very, he's
Trust
a very
me.
noble character. Stop.
Trust me, when you
Just
get
like
shot
Chloe's
multiple
not-
times, you
Chloe
can't
is
rape
not
anyone.
in child labor, and Gosetsu's not a rapist. This is like not a thing, guys.
So anyway, yeah, no, I just, yeah, given what we've got, I'm not terribly, I'm not terribly optimistic. If they do the whole Dragon Ball Z move with Fordola, I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Like if she's the Vegeta.
Yeah.
Did I make that? Was that right?
That was right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's the Krillin?
Poplimo.
Oh, okay.
But
he's
Krillin
dead.
He's
always
dead.
came
He's
back.
dead. He is dead.
Okay.
Okay.
I got that
actually,
right, too.
you know what? That works. That holds up. That holds up.
Who's Bulma?
Nika.
No, Sid.
Bulma? Really? I
He
mean,
just makes shit and then disappears again.
I mean, I guess.
I just know
He's the
that
tech
Bulma's a
person who
girl.
makes all your airships and then disappears. That's exactly.
But that's
what
more
Bulma
like
was there for.
Bulma's dad.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So
Who's Goku Hano?
What?
stop it.
Is that a person?
No.
Who's the really racist black guy with the
Mr. Popo?
Yeah, that guy.
Jesus.
He's just one of the like semi-god people that lived up somewhere.
we don't need an actual explanation of it, Nika. That's fine.
But he clearly has no idea anything about Dragon Ball Z. So I
No,
just-
but
And here you are engaging him again.
exactly.
I
But my
fall in this
point,
trap every time.
my point still stands. If they Vegeta Fordola, I'm not going to be into it.
You know, you need to get another one bites the dust drop, and whenever you get Escalia or Nika to engage you when they shouldn't have, you just play that.
That's a good
and
one.
we shame them.
But even still, though, Vegeta was still not like, even though he was on the good guy's side, he was still an asshole, which is what was likable about Vegeta.
You can
That's-
still be a
that's-
good guy and be an asshole.
That's Fordola.
yeah.
Oh, okay, but again, why am I explaining the joke? Again, the joke of saying that they are going to Dragon Ball Z Fordola holds up. Anyway, is that it? Is
That's
that,
it.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
all-
whoa,
that-
whoa.
oh my
Do we want to
gosh.
talk about the 3 new Sorry, the 2 new. The dungeon?
No.
The new one?
No.
No.
Wait,
We
what
get
was
to
it called?
drown
What was it called
Escalia.
again?
No.
The drowned city of Escalia.
The Drowned City of what was it?
Escalia.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's Escala. Oh, Escala. Scala.
No, I want to do something like positive and that's actually make us happy, like listening to cool music.
Yeah.
We just did FEC.
Anyway, so if you want to give us a call before we move into limit breaking music here real quick,